Hi, I'm Ian Mean from Business West. I'm talking to Victoria Matthews. Victoria is the manager of the West of England Initiative. That's a really important part of Business West, which of course is the largest business support organisation in the region. Victoria, tell us about the main aims of the West of England Initiative.
So the West of England Initiative is a team that sits at the heart of Business West. So we have the Chamber membership and we have the Initiative membership. So essentially our aim in the West of England Initiative is to bring business and community leaders together to create a prosperous region for all, where everybody can thrive equally. So we've been going for about 30 years. We've had a very successful, strain of projects and events. And essentially we're a community of 150 leading employers across Bristol. So people like the airport, the port, GKN, these bigger companies who really want to see value in, putting investment back into the place.
So it's mainly in the Bristol area, is it, Victoria?
Yeah, so it tends to be the Bristol and the Bath area, so the sort of West of England LEP area. So we have companies, for example, like Weston College. So we go all across that sort of region down there as well.
Okay, now you've got sort of four key focuses. Can you talk about those? One's clean growth, of course.
Absolutely. So at the start of the year, obviously pre-COVID, we sat down as a board and an organisation and we said, right, what are the four main priorities that our initiative members and our stakeholders would like to see us invest in? So the first one being clean growth. So we as an organisation want to see this region thrive. We want to see cleaner transport, we want to see sustainable finance, sustainable energy, and we want to ensure that the economy is sustainable and circular as well. Secondly, we want to tackle deprivation in the city. So it's no secret that here in Bristol, it's very much a tale of two cities. You have South Bristol, which is just deprived, and then you have places like Clifton, Redland, which is thriving. So we want to bridge that gap essentially. So working with our members and charities and stakeholders, we want to try and bring this region up equally. And then thirdly, we are looking at mobility and transport for the city. So we want to see a clean air zone. We want to ensure that essentially this region can move about freely, safely and sustainably. So we're looking at things like electric buses, electric vehicles, and we're working alongside our members to ensure that all of these views are heard when these big consultations come out. And then finally, we're looking at bridging the gap with education and skills. So that's very high up on our agenda. So looking at younger people in society, looking at businesses, what do they need to see from people, graduating and people coming through college, and, how to get that diverse sort of workforce here in Bristol. So those are our four main priorities, very big areas. But we're proud to be working towards a region that hopefully works for everybody.
Yeah, now some would say, sounds a bit like a talking shop to me. Why should I get involved? What do you actually do? What do you do in practice that makes a difference?
It's a good question. So we appreciate that a lot of our vision is very high level. Often people say, well, what's the return on investment? Quite frankly, for my company, why should I get involved? I appreciate the longer term aim, but in the shorter term, what does my company benefit from being part of Business West and the initiative? So we do a whole host of tangible things like initiative member meetings. So we have those every month where we provide a helicopter view of everything that's going on across the city. So we have the mayors speaking, we have Public Health England speaking. So that's an opportunity for members to get involved and sort of shape what's going on in the region. We also have monthly initiative roundtables. So that's where we provide the opportunity for our members to sit down with about 20 to 20 other 5 hand-picked members, and they can talk about, a subject that's of interest to them. So for example, we had a round table with BT on the subject of digital transformation here in the Southwest, and BT were able to pick members that they wanted to hear from and listen to their views, and we were able to facilitate that. Alongside that, we have a fantastic relationship with the decision makers. So that's essentially what we are. We're a conduit between the decision makers and businesses in the community. And we help bridge that gap to ensure that the decision makers listen to what businesses need. they listen to what the community needs. So we have a planning and transport and climate change group. We have a climate change advisory group as well. And members can get involved with a whole host of things that are of interest to them.
Now, what about your program you've got coming up? We're going to have a chat like this every couple of weeks to update membership of what you're doing. Tell us what you're doing over the next few weeks so people can sign up to that.
So next few weeks, we are currently in the Festival of Ideas at the moment. So that's a big event series across the city of which we are partners and we're founding members. So there are loads of different events coming up. For example, we've got a Brexit and winter preparedness event that we're doing with Bristol One City. And that's going to be how businesses can prepare, you know, for Brexit and sort of COVID winter contingency plans. We have the launch of the Bristol One City economic strategy. So that'll be where we're setting out the vision alongside Bristol City Council of how this region can recover and prosper. We also have a member meeting in November. So we've got the CEO of Destination Bristol talking about the Bristol nighttime economy, you know, the Christmas, how's that going to work in the city centre and retail, and a whole host of other events that we'd be really interested for people to get involved with as well.
Good. Thank you very much, Victoria.
Thank you.